Archers, attack! Keep firing! Let none escape! Another down! Do not relent!
Greetings and welcome to episode 203 of another pod, Do Not Relent. I'm not relenting, and I'm Slidewhistle.
I refuse to relent. It is I, Immunization, and I am sipping on a margarita on this fine Thursday.
Ooh-hoo-hoo, my body is physically incapable of relenting. I'm Aaron, Fire Mage Extraordinaire and Horde Punching Bag, and I'm sipping on a mixed drink today. Also, everyone, I'm so sorry for getting sick last week. Here's 1.72 seconds of goofball noises just to ease you back in. Okay, I'm glad we could do that.
Can it be like one of those, like, woo, 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 woo sounds?
Yeah, I'll have to look into my Silly Billy archives. I was thinking of just putting in penis music, but spinny hat noise, that's a good one too.
I'm gonna listen next week to see if it goes woo, 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 woo.
You failed! But we got too much shit to talk about. We got a lot of shit!
Oh, but I guess we should start off at the top of the episode with our last pre-saved review we have to read. And actually, I will be right back because I do not have a shot poured, so...
I want to play Call of Duty. That's what I've been thinking about. They have, like, every single, like, pride flag available as, like, an avatar, and they have every single pride flag available as, like, a banner. And I'm talking, like, every single... Their flags are that. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, I don't know what this even is.
Of all the game franchises to finally drop that, Call of Duty was not the one I would have expected.
Surprisingly, it's actually very gay and girls, and I don't know when this happened. I don't know when this cultural shift changed. There's a lot of girls and gays playing.
I was about to say, I don't know what first-person shooters aggressive people play, but maybe like Overwatch or Counter-Strike. I think by and large, when League of Legends came out, a lot of the aggressive folks just kind of got sat in there.
Well, okay, so I'm back with a shot now, but I overheard that last bit, and I think, based on, like, the things I'm seeing on TikTok, I feel like a lot of the homophobic people, for some reason, migrated to Valorant.
Honestly,
you know what? That's
not
very true.
You know what it is?
I've seen a lot of angry Valorant.
I honestly think the gays as a whole have moved into the FPS category because there's this thing in Overwatch. Whenever I look at an Overwatch TikTok and it's always a gay streamer talking about Overwatch, all the comments are like middle school straight boys saying Overwatch accent, because so many gay people commentate over it. Huh. Now Overwatch accent is a meme where people can say it if you sound gay on the microphone. I think all the straights are playing either League of Legends or chess.
Okay, but no, one quick side tangent. I don't know if the straights play chess because I don't know if you saw this. There's a meme that, like, a meme article that went around about, like, one of these famous chess players that was being called out for, like, cheating.
That's
and then, like,
not, that's not gay. He's just using the one secret compartment in his body to help him get the upper edge.
So you guys did see this. I don't even need to.
Yeah, I saw it. Yes. We all saw it.
Magical anal beads.
Anyways, while we're on the topic of magical, mystical anal beads, I do have a review that somebody posted for us on bonusroll.gg's podcast directory. It is from Chester McBenchpress, and it's a 5-star, and they say, "Here for more than the beta key. If you're looking for a podcast with a whole lot of personality and sick jokes along with your WoW news, I cannot recommend DNR enough. All three hosts have distinctive personalities and styles that keep things fresh. I'm constantly wetting myself with laughter to the point that I've lost my job. My family is starting to become concerned for my health. I'm constantly dehydrated, and my urologist has quickly run out of ideas. My Depends budget is crippling and takes up my entire unemployment check. But this is the issue with addiction. I cannot quit these burly boys. Listen at your own peril."
Can we discuss how this has 2 thumbs up? You can thumbs up reviews. Did you thumbs it up?
I assumed you were doing that.
I was one of them, but before I even went in there, it already had a thumbs up. So somebody else apparently has been going through and thumbs upping our reviews.
I think Chester McBenchpress is employing my mother Maria's classic strategy. You make a post and you like it immediately. And I said, Mom, why do you always like your own Facebook post? And she goes, someone's got to get the party started.
I do see it also has a down vote. I can only assume it's from Chester McBrenchpress's urologist. Although, who knows? He's going to him a lot, so he's making him a lot of money. So maybe he was the first one.
But speaking of getting the party started, I will be taking a shot of rum in this review's honor. So thanks for leaving this awesome review, Chester McBrenchpress.
Yeah, we're going to make our urologist mad after this one.
I'm going to cup up my pee and show it to him.
Hey, technically, this is an anniversary shot, because when this comes out, it'll be me and Immune's ninth year anniversary of being together. Look at that shit.
We're old.
When are you two finally going to make me some gay babies? Some gaybies?
My mom, when I saw her last, was lamenting. She goes, I'm never going to have babies. Never going to have grandbabies. One of my kids is gay and the other one's a loser. And I'm like, oh my God, you can't say that.
I wouldn't say loser. I just think Sophia's got a million other things than courtship on her mind.
Yeah, she's finished nursing school. Like, let's fucking go, baby.
Yeah. Damn, a loser. She lives with that woman.
She's
Rough.
mean. She's mean.
Okay, but there's a lot of WoW-related things that have happened since we've last recorded, so I don't know, which of these big topics do you guys want to start with?
Okay, let's start with the freshest one. Okay, let's go with the 12-month subscription being added, because this is interesting. And I understand why they're doing it, because they need more money, and also because BlizzCon didn't happen, so they lost some... Well, they always lose money on BlizzCon, but not virtual BlizzCons, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't really understand the reason why. Obviously, it's to get, 12 months worth of subs out of the way, of money down now. I don't know if it's, has to do with, their financial quarters or whatever. I'm not a finance bro, but, did you guys do the math of, is it, any more of a discount for doing 12 months instead of 6, or is it the same price of whatever the fuck it was?
It is no further discount. So it's just a brand new tier that literally just means you are willing to spend double the amount you normally spend to get more mounts. Now, I saw this as, yeah, okay, I mean, I guess. I know I'm going to be subbed for a year anyway. I've only unsubbed once, and we didn't even make it the full month, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely did not make any money from the, we, literally did not miss any time. The only thing we missed on that unsub period was just, ourselves not being able to play the game for a few days or something like that. But, yeah, I don't know. It is a cash grab now for them, but, I don't personally care. I'm going to be playing anyways. I'm not going to unsub in the foreseeable future. So, at least for me, it's just, bonus amounts.
Yeah, it's tough. But it's only tough for me because I'll be doing it twice. I don't want to be Caitlin, you're out on your ass. So it's do I want to look deep down inside myself and pay $280, $300 for game time and the big mount man?
That's what you're looking at basically if you're gonna buy it twice.
So for WoW Yum, for us, there's Telix the Stormhorn mount, which is this giant beetle that can fly, and then the one that I feel has gotten a lot of talk is the Gargantuan Gurlock. It's a ground mount. It's the giant Murloc, and it's been data mined and out there for probably 3 years now, right? People have been when is this coming out?
Yeah, I've seen this guy for forever.
Yeah, I guess the big Gurlock was originally going to be a BlizzCon mount. There used to be a BlizzCon flag on its side, and they took it off for this. So I was trying to do the math, right? So imagine that we had a BlizzCon this year. How much does the virtual ticket normally cost? 80, 70?
60, I thought. Maybe 60, 70.
Because that's how much this mount would have cost if you were buying it, right? So 60, 70, I think it's 60. So, it actually... So they probably felt like they had to add the second mount since everybody and their mom knew that the Gurlock was intended for BlizzCon. Because paying double for the mount, you kind of get ripped off a little bit, right?
Yeah, I guess. I didn't think about it quite like that. Honestly, I didn't really give this that much thought. I know people are probably upset about this for various reasons, but, I don't know. It's no skin off my back. I really do not care.
I think the only negative aspect I have to say about it is that it does prey on FOMO. Like, oh, well, I'm not going to have this cool mount if I don't pay double the money. And some people can't afford to pay that extra money just so they can have the mount, which, again, is like, well, you don't need the mount, but it still sucks. Like, you shouldn't feel like you have to pay double to get this cool mount. I don't know.
And it's, I get it. It makes sense. But yeah, on the tail of a new expansion to be like, you can get a fucking year, bro. And that way you don't have to sell anything to this person for 12 additional months. It can seem a little sketch, but I don't know the percentage of people who would see it and be like, Gargantuan Murloc, gotta get that now, who weren't already going to be playing for all of that time.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how this affects their bottom line. I mean, obviously, I don't know how we will. It's the quarterly meeting, but like they opted to not include a free month of game time, or they didn't cut the price down at all. They kept it the same, and like people will buy this. But the mounts are fucking beautiful. The Gurlock is really cool.
And then, like, honestly, you get 2 additional mounts in it, like, so it's like 4 mounts total, because like if you're new to like a 12-month sub, which so if you're new to like a 6-month sub, then you would get like the Nether Gorged Great Worm or whatever the fuck it's called, and then, which is the current 6-month one, right? And then also whatever the next 6-month one will be, which I don't think they've announced that yet.
That's the thing too, is that they have an unlock a hidden fighter screen on it too. There's like a rabbit looking thing that we don't even know what it is, but apparently if you have the 12-month sub, you get access to that guy too eventually.
Wait, so I knew there was a mount coming up. It's a rabbit-looking thing, so it's Chinese New Year, probably, right?
I assume, yeah. It's probably, I hate to say it, but if you have a 6 month right now, you get the water dragon. Probably if you have a 6 months in 4 months from now, you'll get the the rabbit. But they're just saying like, yeah, 12 month, you'll get the rabbit. No worries.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of talk about how, like, the other 6-month one would be, like, yes, the next, which is what they've been doing. We even talked about this, I think, in passing in the podcast in the past, the next Lunar New Year.
It's going to be a water rabbit.
Yeah, it's a water rabbit, right. Yeah, we did talk about this.
I can't even imagine how they'd make a rabbit mount.
So, technically, you're paying the extra time right now just for the... to take away the inconvenience of paying 6 months from now, and you get the little bug and the big Murloc guy.
And the festering Emerald Drake mount for Classic only.
Yeah, which is a literal, even more so of a whatever to me.
If you have to log in to claim that guy, who knows if I ever will. I'm not good at collecting things in the world of Classic, and in the 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, I will not be going back there for years.
Do you think they'll ever do a 24-month sub?
I hope they do a life sub. That's what I'm going to be doing anyways, lolly lol. It never stops racking up. You check it, and it's just the numbers are ticking up and up and up and up, and they keep spinning. You just go, buy now! And then Jeff Kaplan Jr. shows up behind you and puts a microchip in the base of your spine. And he goes, we own you now. Please do your Torghast.
One of us. Or anything else in 12 months we gotta say before we move on?
What if they did a 16-month Waka Waka?
Oh, everyone gets a free Fozzie Bear? I'll take it.
Fozzie Bear mount.
Alright, now we're gonna move on to the Twitch drops.
Yes, the Twitch drop schedule.
Yeah, and I feel like this one has been probably the most controversial one. I feel like this is the one that has gotten most people riled up in, I feel like, a while that we've had, like, a lot of people this angry.
So I have not seen as many people angry online. I've just seen a lot of, like, I always wanted these things, or I have these things, and now I can get them. Are there people upset by it other than the two of you?
Yes.
Okay, so they announced several weeks ago that with Dragonflight and leading up to Dragonflight, there'd be Twitch drops, and they released a schedule, and they updated it this last week. there are like 4 periods, like starting on November 15th through the 18th. If you watch like Dragonflight Twitch streams for 4 hours, you get this dragon kite, and it's a pet. So cool, whatever. But then for like November 28th through December 2nd, if you watch for 4 hours, you get the Fell Drake mount.
I think this is dumb on just a lot of different varying levels. So at a base level, I don't own the mounts. I don't have this mount. But like it has an established BOE value that not only people trade, but Blizzard has it on the black market auction house. Like it exists in their system at a certain price, and they can see this stuff. Now, like, should they care about the economy? No, but they've hired WoW economists in the past to manage the auction house and how their economy is run, so they do kind of care about their own economy.
Yeah, so for the record, this is an old-ass mount that was from the TCG game trading card thing, and obviously they stopped making those cards God knows who long ago, and, like, people who have wanted this ugly-ass 2-pixel mount have been paying real money for, like, these cards on eBay, or real money to buy packs for a chance at this mount, and how much was this selling for in, like, USD?
Not even just that, though. They can spend their gold, and it's gold-wise, it costs, like, last time I checked, it was, like, 4 million gold. Obviously up into a gold cap. We're on the black market auction house. Real world money gets a little complicated because, like, I don't know if anyone's actually buying for the price of $3,615. I don't think anybody is. That's ludicrous. But
but even if you just look at the in-game gold, this is kind of like Blizzard being like, "Oh, watch 4 hours of Asmongold on Twitch, and we will give you the Brutosaur."
Basically, I mean, like, I would say it's a little less only because of the functionality and the coolness comparison. Because this Drake is ugly. It's so hideous.
That's the only thing that I have to add to this, because I was never going to be purchasing it using real money trading, nor did I really care about this. But you said as much in our private chat. This thing's fucking ugly. The only thing it has it going for it is that it was super rare. Now that it's not, it's just an ugly dragon. The only people you're going to be catching with this are old heads who are like, I've always wanted the Emerald Fell Drake. New dragon fleeters will be like, what the fuck is this? What is this used napkin? I don't want this.
So that's the thing. Like, I personally don't have any skin in this game. I don't have it. I don't have any of the TCG things. But I'm mad on behalf of all the people who had this rare mount, and this is, like, kind of setting a precedence as well, that, like, who's to say that, like, the Spectral Tiger won't be the next one that they give away, or, like, Slidewhistle's fucking Dark Portal Hearthstone.
And so, like, really what it is to me is they're baiting everybody. They're baiting the entirety of the WoW community to go to Twitch and watch it, because they know the only value, as Aaron said, this mount has is how rare it is. So, like, come get your rare mount. Why couldn't they just, like, recolor it? Like, just make it a blue Fell Drake. Just make it a different color.
And that would make it not rarer, but that'd make it a different thing. Like, you'd pull it out and be like, oh, I saw you took part in the exclusive World of Warcraft Twitch event. Now it's just like, oh, were you one of the lucky chosen? No, I happened to watch 4 hours of content November 28th to December 2nd.
Yeah, like, it just feels weird to me that they wouldn't just... I think you should just leave those mounts as they are. It's been 18 years. Let them sit in the Disney vault where nobody, like, just leave some kind of cool, imagine they gave away the fucking Blizzard Bear to everybody. The big BlizzCon Blizzard Bear. People love that. That would make people pissed. That would make people absolutely lose their mind if they give away for free to everybody. They've done it as, like, a free giveaway, like, oh, you can get a bear, but, like, not like this. Not a Twitch event that anybody can do.
Yeah, so Slide and I were talking, like, yesterday or something about why they decided to give away, like, the Felldrake in particular here. Because, like, if you're a newer player, or, like, if you're on Twitch and you see that, like, WoW is trending and see that, like, oh, there are drops, and, oh, if you watch it, you get this thing, and WoW, like, it's not to pull in new players to WoW, and if it is, they'll get this mount and they'll be like, this is an ugly-ass piece of shit. Like, is this what mounts look like now in WoW? Like, no, it's not.
Yeah, like, and so the dates of the Twitch drops, so from the 15th to the 18th, you get you get the dragon November 15th through the 18th, which I think they've changed the sense. They've extended some dates. If you watch Twitch, you get the dragon kite pet. Let it be said on the record, I don't care about TCG pets. Bananas is not real. Neither is this kite. But when the Feldrake is introduced, it's going to be introduced November 28th when Dragonflight comes out. So the hype machine is going to be rolling, which is why they're baiting WoW players to come and look. But again, like Immune was saying, the new players are going to be like, what is this ugly ass piece of shit? This is what WoW looks like? Oh, so this old game, so it's really old? It's shitty advertising. Put a shiny new model dragon there. And if you're going to use the TCG bait, use it later down the road for something else. Don't use it for the opening.
Yeah, my only real thought about why they're choosing to do this is I think this is the same reason why they gave away like Kiriko-related stuff on Twitch and Overwatch 2. It's to increase the number of viewership for their IP on Twitch, to get people on Twitch talking about it. I don't know how that benefits them in particular, but like overall, if like they're seen as like one of the highest trending things on Twitch, that's like good advertising maybe. But then on the other hand, like if they're thinking of it as good advertising, then the reward of the good advertising is this ugly ass mount. It just doesn't make sense.
It's not a good mount. It's only good because it's rare. It's like they missed the whole point of everything basically, except to bring the current WoW players to watch the streams. That's what their whole goal is. They don't care about new players at all, basically.
At least the Kiriko one, like, gave you a mount. I mean, gave you, like, a skin, and skins cost you, like, literally, like, both arms and a leg now. So, like, at least that's valuable.
All I know is, as a guy who has established his BattleNet to his Twitch, maybe I can be a Twitch-affiliated Warcraft channel, in which case I will just be dancing in Old Gilneas for 24 hours. Come by and watch the stream and get your big poopy dragon. Maybe I'll accidentally walk in front of the screen and eat it while eating chips or something.
Do you even have to be an affiliate stream? I think you just have to be playing World of Warcraft to, like, have somebody view you.
Those ones, you are able to just be you. You're able to live on the free and easy. Our next friend, November 28th to December 12th, to get Ichabod, the, like, faux Reaper pet guy, you have to be approved by Blizzard, which means no one you actually enjoy, other than, like, hazelnutty games.
Yeah, and you have to, like, gift, like, one of those channels 2 subs for this,
yes, I'm so sorry. That's the thing. You have to pay them. Remember when you could just watch things for the Dragon Kite and the Feldrake? No, now you have to pay rich people who already have Blizzard's Eye, to get a little faux Reaper pet.
They should have swapped the Ichabod pet for the Feldrake. I think it would be comical to make people pay to make, you know what? You can get the Feldrake, but you ain't getting it for free, baby. You gotta get 2 subs to fucking Asmongold.
It's RMT all the way down, baby. Do you want to pay $3,000 or do you want to pay $30 to Asmongold's big long face?
Also, while I have everybody here, I know what everyone's thinking right now. Everyone who's listening is like, but China had the Swift Spectral Tiger given away for free. This is incorrect. Well, it's correct. But the Feldrake is the first TCG mount to be giving away to a region that previously could get the cards. China was never able to redeem Spectral Tiger TCG cards back in the Cataclysm days. They were region locked to America and Europe only. No other region had them naturally.
I mean, China WoW has always been like its alternate time dimension in its own portal anyways.
China.
Yeah,
that's not WoW. That's something completely different. Bones are blood there. Bones are bred in China. But, like, that's the argument I've seen is that, well, China has had the tigers. And I'm like, listen, Ash, let me shake you by the neck and tell you. China never had spectral tigers until 2018 when they did the promotion. Because they never had it to begin with. They're testing the market. So keep your eyes fucking peeled. Because I'm going to get that fucking rocket chicken. You know, I bet you they're not even going to do the rocket chicken. They're probably going to only do the ugly ones. Like the fucking woolly rhino. or the fucking Spectral Death Charger. They're only going to be the bad mounts.
Anyways, and when the dust has settled, after all of this hullabaloo, December 13th to 28th, watch 2 hours for the Perpetual Purple Fireworks toy. What a way to end your campaign. I don't know. Watch 2 hours and get a firework. We're tired.
Yeah, they cut the hours down. That's the funny part. They're like, you know what? We'll cut it in half for you guys.
Well, because I guess I feel bad. Because it's distinctly like the 2 weeks of Christmas. So if they were like, watch 8 hours to get the ultimate Drake, someone would. They'd be like, Chauncey, come underneath the tree. We're opening presents. It's like, shut the fuck up, Mom. I'm trying to get my gift. So... Christian Christmas area, they made it very little amount of hours and a very bad prize.
It's called the Perpetual Purple Fireworks. Do you think it'll be actually perpetual? Because the current fireworks toy we have fires up like a little Alliance Lion or a little symbol of Stormwind. Does this mean I can cast fireworks indefinitely? Or will it stop after 2 seconds?
So what I think it'll be is you shoot it up and it'll have 3 little particle effects, and it'll keep doing it in that area until you, load into a different area.
And it's only on a 30-second cooldown, though. So, I feel like you could do it pretty much as you want. I don't know.
Could I?
You can't macro it to every ability if that's what you're asking.
I was just about to say, I'm going to become the 2023 version of the Train Gnome and make sure to put that toy on every single ability.
So what do you guys think? What's the countdown? How long do I have my Dark Portal Hearthstone for before it's a Twitch drop? You think the next Twitch drop series? Or maybe the next expansion coming out?
I don't know, because Hearthstones are tough because we think the Dark Portal Hearthstone's pretty cool. But if you told me you just get a Hearthstone as a toy, I'd be like, lame. So I don't know if they'd ever go back to it. I think they're distinctly on a pet and mount kind of mindset.
I'm going to make a graphic, I think. I think I'm going to compile all the pets, toys, and mounts. Maybe even a spreadsheet. So I can slowly eliminate what has been used and what hasn't been used. So I can try to figure out how much closer they're getting to my baby.
Okay, so Slidewhistle is going to develop a new device. He already has the honkometer. Next, he is going to develop the Twitch dropometer.
Yes! Bananas has fallen.
Who?
Spectral Spell
Exactly.
Tome? Still in there.
Imp in a ball. Fiery Gumbo. All of those out. We've done them.
That's interesting, because none of the ones that come in the Dark Portal Hearthstone pack have been touched yet. Dark Portal Hearthstone, Spectral Heartsteed, and not the Spectral Spell Tome pack. Those are the 3. Those are boring. Nobody wants them. They're lame. Nobody wants them. They're lame. Nobody wants them.
You're seriously giving me the energy of there's a sect of Swifties right now that are trying to make a campaign to convince other Swifties not to buy tickets to her tour so that they can go to the tour.
What are you talking about? They're cannibalizing each other for tickets?
It's mainly a joke. They show clips of Taylor in all black saying something or during one of her performance, and then they're like, she is practicing satanic rituals. Mothers, do not buy these tickets for your children. Taylor Swift is converting them to Satanism.
That was me when Lil Nas X came to Detroit. I was like, LOL, 2 tickets. I love this boy. And checked and they were $300. I was like, who can I convince to tank the value on this? I'd like to go, but not for that price.
It was such a good concert. It was real good.
I do miss, and it was his first ever, it would have been his first ever live performance, on concert. So I miss not going to the Detroit show, but I'm glad to have that $700 in my pocket.
I was going to say, think about how many year-long WoW subs that is.
Oh, boy. 3.
How many weeks do we have until Evoker's drop? It's the 15th, right? So we got 2 weeks still?
Yes. There are 12 days remaining. So a big old 2 weeks till we get some drop of content.
I'm so scared for that day because I am going to go so fucking ham. I just want to play an Evoker so bad.
That's also when the winds leave us. And wait, when is the like anniversary event? Is that like this upcoming week? Because I was reading this one like post on like Icy Veins or something about how like with the Dark Moon Fair and with the Winds and with
The
anniversary event, you can have like 78% like bonus XP or something. So like these next weeks or whenever that happens is like severe like leveling time.
All I know is that I need it because my boy Kissin-Akechi is so close to being top spot in the Taurens, and that is the final heritage armor that I need. So me and Kissin-Akechi need that boost.
Yeah, I think once all that like EXP combinations like come to a head and they're all available, it's it. I have to level my shit. This is my last chance to get it all to 60 before, because once I get into Evoker, everything's dead to me. Everything is fucking dead. I gotta level it quick. I made it halfway there. I got 3 dudes to 60. I gotta get that. Guys, I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna boost my priest to 50 to 60 with my boost. Because what else?
Just to have it be 60?
What else am I using that boost for? What else is it being used for?
I don't know. You have almost everything else at 60 anyways.
Right. And I have a 60 boost, so I'm like, at this point, it's just like a 3-hour time saver, I guess.
And that really is all it is, too, with all this extra thing. It's just 3 hours.
Like, yeah, cause I don't know what else. I guess I could boost it on like another server. I could do that, right? Like, it's per account, yeah. So if I ever like wanted to play with somebody, but like at this point, with how cross faction and shit is, everything's crumbling. The fucking trading card games are thrown to the wind. The fucking Horde and Alliance are best friends now. Is this even World of Warcraft anymore? What's next? What's fucking next? Are we gonna allow women to fucking rule Stormwind? Is that what's gonna happen?
Boo, never.
Hit him with rocks!
Never!
I was gonna say, you saw what happened the last time that we had a woman in charge. She was actually an evil dragon.
Yeah, it's a fun fact. Lady Proctor was real, but all of the MRA guys in Stormwind said, I don't like a lady leading us. Turn her into a dragon. So they snuck in over the walls of Stormguard Keep, and they did a magic spell on her and turned her into a dragon and was like, oh, she was a dragon the whole time.
I knew it.
I knew it. The entire Onyxia raid was just the byproduct of the MGTOW, the men going their own way movement in Stormwind.
Hey, what's Garland up to these days? Where's she at?
Yeah, what's she doing? What's she doing? Well, howdy there, partners. Growlina, back from a long trip down some dusty trails. Said trails led me all the way to the Night Elf's other big tree, here in Mount Hyjal, and my new friend, Rangoon. Rang, I just gotta ask, what are you doing here? Like, what quest? I'm about to throw bears out of a tree onto a trampoline, I guess. No, not the quest, Rang. I mean, what are you doing here in Hyjal? It's 2022, and you're choosing to level in Kata zones? And Hyjal of all of them? What, didn't get enough fire elementals literally everywhere else? I don't know, LOL. I just picked a spot from the board. I kinda turned my brain off and went wherever it told me to go. I apologize, friend. I didn't mean to offend. It's just wild to me that anyone is even here. I thought for sure I'd have to swallow my pride and just interview Aviana. You're right, LMAO. I haven't even seen anyone else around other than you, so maybe you have a bit of a point. Well, I'm gonna watch my new friend throw some bear cubs at a tiny target. Who knows, maybe I'll pull a bubble tiger and snatch one for myself. Until next episode, though, it's been Growl. Thank you, Growlina. famed rider of Zareth Overseer, who fearlessly defeated Sire Denathrius 8 times in Castle Nathria, making all of their 341 heroic and mythic boss skills look easy. You truly have a legacy here in the World of Warcraft.
So I take it you guys use Twitter to get your little, I don't know.
Yeah, your
legacy
little Warcraft stories. Those little experiment they did. They gave me 2 for whatever reason. Which, looking at it, I think they just pull from like things you've done in game.
Wait, so what did yours say?
Well, that was one.
Oh, that was actually
the other
one?
one.
I thought you were joking.
That was one. And the other one said, Growlina, hero of fate, masterfully pushed their team's pace and damage to conquer a fierce plus 17 sanguine depths. And both of them ended in, they also seem to have a solid understanding of basic mechanics, having only died in the fire 5 times. So the whole thing was they're like, it's your Warcraft story. I thought they'd just make a little randomly generated story. It looks like they just picked 2 facts and put it on a nice picture for you.
I'm doing mine right now as we speak, but continue.
Well, they do. It is random. It's randomly generated, but there is a little elf who has to take care of it, so it might take us about a couple tens of minutes here. But while we do, I want to talk about the new Dragonflight Legacy that came out.
Yeah, we're talking part 2 here, and it goes against what our expectations were. It basically is just a continuation.
Remember all those fun theories we had? Throw them out the window. It's the same fucking thing as the first one.
And by that, we mean it is literally Nosdormu continuing to talk to Emberthal, continuing to fill him in, or to fill her in, sorry. And this one is about how all the dragon aspects had to defend the world from Deathwing. It's basically about like Deathwing being corrupted by the old gods and wanting to destroy everything. And I guess the interesting bit of what?
Fucking Slidewhistle got his done instantly. It took him forever to get my Warcraft story. Fuck this guy.
Why don't see the Shrouded masterfully push their team's pace and damage to conquer a fierce plus 20 Mechagon Junkyard? That's not that hard. Many have heard their 256 laughs echo throughout the day. That sucks.
You know what else sucks? Dragonflight Legacies. Because all it was just like, it was recapping, okay, so Deathwing existed. And he was real bad. He made them put their powers in the dragon scale. And then, with the hero's help, we beat him. And Dragonkind has known no scarier threat since.
Yeah, so I guess one interesting tidbit is that Emberthal was defensive because Emberthal was created by Deathwing, right? And Emberthal was like, my general would never do that. What do you mean? And then like Nosdormu's like, here, I'll show you, okay? But then yeah, Nosdormu says that like they had to give up their powers as aspects because of this, and then I feel like the end it's like kind of a cliffhanger. I mean, we said this last week, but I feel like part 3 has to be a little more interesting, right? Because this part 2 ends with Nosdormu being like, I can see everything except one thing that you, referring to Emberthal, need to show me.
Yeah, especially because the end of Kata is where a lot of our dragon stories leave off. Like, other than Ysera dying in Legion, none of those other guys are really doing much. So next one has to be something more interesting. It has to be new info, maybe.
Yeah, no, it has to be. Because, well, they could also do another fucking history lesson where they literally just walk us through, like, the end time dungeon. Is that the one that he's in?
Yeah, I mean, I saw one theory where Nosdormu doesn't know what part of the history is because it's the part where he becomes Murazond. So maybe that's what, like, this next story is going to be. I don't know. That, or it's just something specific about what the Drakthir need to do. I don't know.
It's also weird to me that he can't see the part where he became Murazond. Can't he? I mean, okay, so the sands of time, when he uses them, is only what he has seen in the past. So us, as Draenor Darlings, have had such limited experience with Nosdormu that I don't know the extent of his powers. So when he makes the swirling sand stuff, is it only like what he's personally viewed, or what the sands of time have recorded. Because couldn't somebody else just see it?
I always assumed it was all recorded history could technically be remembered. Like it's all happening and some bronze dragon somewhere is witnessing it subconsciously.
Right. And so but I guess that obviously isn't the case because he said
and also
so.
he knows what Murazand was, and he was like, eventually I'll become him, which means surely he knows there was a change in him at some point. Like, you didn't defeat Murazand in the Norse Dome. He was like, whoa, what the fuck is that? Like, he was very calm about it.
Wait, guys, I have another theory. Maybe whatever this is going to tie in to the tier dungeon, because we're getting part 3 next week, and then after that we are going to get the Drakthir, and when we get the Drakthir, we're getting that tier dungeon, right?
Yeah, the tier dungeon comes with the Drakthir.
So maybe, I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like last week we were very confident about what these Legacies animated shorts were going to be, and now I'm just like, I don't know. So I'm
so excited for the next one to be like he tells him a story of like Rathion. He's like, I don't know, Rathion kissed Anduin, and then they shared a passionate night of love at the inn. And then it's like, and what happens next? I do not know, but they are written down somewhere. Then Emberthal will be like, where, my liege, are they written down? And it's like, on the discs of Norganon. And you just see, like, it pushes past them. Who's that shadow in the background? It's Arcadis.
Arcadis.
And Ironya.
I'll say, it's Ironya. She's setting up her miniature. She's like, please do not step on them. This took me all week.
Which is actually a great tie-in because an hour or so ago, Blizzard released their official Dragonflight dungeon stuff. We're not finished on Legacies, but they have like basically their official blurb statements on each dungeon. So I scrolled down through them to Legacy of Tyr and what their official description is before it launches. Uldaman is an ancient Titan facility where long ago, allies of the heroic keeper Tyr hid the discs of Dorgadon. After returning to Dragon Isles, Queen Alexstrasza learned of another disc locked away within Uldaman, one that holds memories of Tyr himself. Believing this knowledge is needed to restore the power of the aspects, Alexstrasza has asked her mortal allies, bitch, do it yourself, to brave the perils of Uldaman and recover Tyr's memories to secure the future of dragonkind. And also the images of a cute little snake person from BFA. What are they called again?
The Thethrak.
Yeah, one of them, but they're like stone. They're a stone rack. Also, do not forget, the first boss of the Uldaman dungeon is the Lost Dwarfs. Don't forget that.
I'm not looking forward to it. I don't want those guys to die. I'm just racking my brain as to why we'd even throw down.
Well, because the quest for ancient knowledge, untold riches, and worldwide fame has lured brothers Eric, Olaf, and Berog into the depths of Uldaman once again. Once again? They've been here before?
Yeah, they were there in the original one. They just were
yeah.
around.
They were just there. But okay, so like... So yeah,
Are we gonna kill
honestly,
them?
yes.
Are we gonna fucking put them down? Is Blizzard so against having outside references that they're killing their own references?
It says, it seems these brazen explorers may have stayed underground a bit too long, as their scrambled senses are preventing them from recognizing whether someone is friend, ... or foe.
Aw, this is the most goofy little goober boss we fought in forever. It's gonna make me so sad to kill them over and over and over to get all of Tyr's goodies.
Maybe it'll be one of those things where like we just beat them up, and then like when they're about to die, they're like, "Oh wait, we understand now," and then like we don't kill them.
What if we just killed two of them? Like we killed Eric and Baloff, and then roll off. It's like, oh my god,
Not my goodies.
I'm so sorry.
Tyr's goodies.
On the ground. Tyr's goodies.
Okay, so where's this jar that Tyr keeps his goodies in?
Yeah, show me the fucking tier goodie jar.
Speaking of goodies that have been obscured, I don't like the revisionism of in the Dragonflight Legacy cutscene. We're back. They made Alexstrasza her new silk pajama form. Boo! I wanted to see
Silk
some old
pajama
titties
form?
one more time.
So like the HOTS form, is that what it is?
It's even... Okay, I'll say this. I'm putting my hands out. I'm glad they covered her up so she can be taken more seriously. Now I'm going to lower my hands. My boner's going to come up halfway. They put, like, black silk on everything. I ain't seeing no skin. She had her little boob window covered in pajama fabric.
Unleash the Alexstrasza boobs.
All I'm saying is in 2023, year of our Lord, she can cover up because she wants to be a serious general. But back then, she was living the free and easy, titties out, vagoober flapping everywhere. Let me see that.
Flapping everywhere. Hopefully, again, I aim. Part 3 is gonna be where we take off. That's what I want to believe, right? Part 1 and 2, we're setting it up. I hope it's not part 1 and 2 and 3. We're setting it up.
I just don't know. Like, other than Raytheon, like, if he comes in there and he's like, we need to tell you about the necrodrakes in Outland, I'll be like, literally lie. You did not need to talk about those.
Wait a minute. Hold the fuck up. Okay, so I've been reading this dungeon release this whole time. Okay, so Zone, Thaldraszus, Dungeon, Halls of Infusion. Deep beneath Tierhold, where the distant Organon are, lies the Halls of Infusion. Its structure was built upon an ancient wellspring, the waters of which were channeled by Keeper Tyr to feed the life pools of the Red Flight. Now that the Dragon Isles have reawakened, Primalist forces have invaded these halls. Have they come to destroy the facility? ... Or to reveal secrets that Tyr left behind. And I'm like, wait a minute, what secrets could be here? Nothing really. The third boss, Kajin the Unyielding. Kajin the Unyielding seethes with hatred for Keeper Tyr for tampering with the ancient wellspring beneath Tierhold. Waters that once flowed with the eternal essence of Azeroth have been polluted by Order magic. Kajin would see the world freed from the malignant legacy of the Titans at any cost. Why are we fighting him? Why are we fighting him?
Real talk, guys. Are the Primalists not actually bad guys?
I think it's gonna be one of those things where we kill all the fucking good people and we side with the bad guys. The last fight, his name is literally Primal Tsunami.
Oh shit, this is Mako's brother?
It's Mako's brother, Primal.
Oh no, he thought he lost everyone to that big wave. Father, mother, giant dragon brother. Oh.
The whole idea is basically an infuser is driven to restore the world to what it once was, a primal elemental landscape of unfettered power. She has used all her will and cunning to summon the Primal Tsunami, an elemental being mighty enough to topple Keeper Tyr's facility and return the waters of the wellspring to their natural state. So either A, they're like, we can heal the land, or they're like, these dragons have been fucking us for so long. We want to fuck these dragons by fucking with their water. Not Tyr's water.
I don't know. It's a little murky, but I still think they're bad guys. If someone goes, I want to unlock all the secrets so I can destroy civilization and return the land to Waterworld, I'd be like, well, maybe it's just because I'm from Gilneas, but I think buildings are pretty neat. I think you need to slow your roll, friend. We can work out a treaty. You can take Mulgore. Just turn that into a big water bowl.
So I was like being a little bit facetious and dramatic when I said like, guys, maybe the Primalists are good guys. I don't actually think the Primalists are good guys. I think they have their own motives, but I do think that Tyr was probably a bad guy and that these waters were probably polluted by the Titans, and the people in this particular dungeon probably are good guys that we will be killing.
Holy shit. Okay, have we known all the dungeons that were coming out, or have we only known half of them? Because some of these I'm reading, I'm like, wait, what the fuck is this?
I have known so little. I knew Oldemon, and then everything else is just like, sock it to me, Dragonflight.
Here's the thing. I think we knew their names. I don't know that for all of them we knew all of the bosses and, like, the context.
I want you guys to check host chat, and what does this picture remind you of?
That looks like the nexus of Wrath content. I can see myself flying up and down that thing, just going, where is the raid entrance?
It looks ethereal and or void to me. Okay, so there's like... So what I'm seeing right now is there are like purple crystals, and I see some, maybe, are those Void Lord type beings there?
It does look pretty voidy, doesn't it? Which I think Arcane. So what Aaron was saying, this is a Malagos created this dungeon. This is the Azure Vault. This is long ago. Malagos created the Azure Vault as a place for Sindragosa to catalog and store away curious magical artifacts that Malagos had found, locked away, and deserted a millennia ago. The vault has fallen into disrepair, leaving it vulnerable to attacks from without, ... and within.
Yo, so on one of our earlier podcast episodes, we read something about Sindragosa being a librarian.
Yep.
Is this what this is then?
100%. So it's a locked away archive. There's 4 bosses in here. They all have to do with fucking Malagos. One of these is like Azure Blade. He was security for the vault. He refused to leave when it was sealed. When the blue dragons failed to return, her bitter resignation drove her to madness. People and beings have been trapped inside of this with nowhere to fucking go.
Yo, this is giving me big Avatar: The Last Airbender possibly filler episode where the owl that was a librarian under the sands went crazy because he was trapped there.
Hey, no episode of Atler is filler. It's all very important. It also happened to be the one before they found Appa, so I just remember it as being the one prior to Appa.
Listen, as an adult, if you go back and rewatch some of this, there are distinctly episodes that are like they feel like filler. But I agree with you. Even if they're filler, I appreciate them.
Also, I'm so sorry. I don't want to get my ass reamed out by Atler people. That was the reason Appa was taken, was because he was like, I'm not going to go down in that vault. And he was like, okay, Appa, you can stay up here in the sand. And that's why he got took.
He was afraid. He didn't like how it felt. And then his little 6 feet. Okay, I have the other dungeons that I believe are the ones we don't know about. Neltharis.
Well, we kind of know about this one because this is one of the ones that was like shown and like people were streaming it.
Oh,
that's weird. I have no idea which character this dungeon is connected to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know, and it's I feel like in the back of my mind I should know, but I just don't know who lives in Neltharis.
Yeah, it's literally just Black Dragonflight's home.
What?
But the other one is Algathar Academy. You know what that is? I don't think so.
I'm just imagining Dragon School. I hope one of them had a big graduation hat.
Well, let me tell you, Aaron,
one of them had little
nailed
glasses
it. You nailed it.
Wait, judging by the picture I'm seeing on slide screen, is this a Hogwarts reference?
Long ago, the great Algathar Academy was a place of higher learning for all dragons. Though it fell dormant with the rest of the Isles.
Did they have dragon notebooks?
Wait, yes.
Did they have little dragon pencils?
Well, according to Hearthstone, they did. So I can, yeah. There was a guy who's like a little like scribe. Though it fell dormant with the rest of the Isles, it is reopened and is back under the guidance of head teacher Doragosa. In a series of exciting new changes, the Academy is currently seeking new students from all walks of life. Not just dragons, volunteers, to help get it back to the bustling halls of education it once was.
Shut the fuck. I thought this was going to be a Scholomance thing where it's like this was a school that is evil. But no, some new bitch showed up and she was like, we need to clean off the cobwebs and get this thing rolling again.
Dude, this sounds awesome. So it sounds like so there's 4 bosses. Each of the dragons that seem like they're different versions, like different flights. Veximus. As one of the most tenured professors in the academy, Max Dormu uses his powers as a bronze dragon to bring his history lessons to life. While it's educational and a fun experience, it can occasionally go awry. Okay, Professor Lupin with the boggart in the little closet.
If we do not get a dragon who claps their erasers together and be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I created a big dust elemental, I will be a little irate.
Well, it seems like we have the Bronze Dragon's history. We have a botany dragon who obviously is going to be green. Croth, the Lish Livrath or Talon Toss arena is quite literally for the birds these days. That's a real sentence they wrote for this. I didn't say that. That was a Blizzard written sentence. Croth has taken up residence in the center of the arena and has no plans to move out soon. Let's see if we can get her to play ball. ... And leave. Why do they use so many ellipses? Like, when I was saying ... that wasn't me for flair. They literally put ellipses in every single paragraph of these sentences.
Honestly, it's probably because the people writing them are like boomers.
The head teacher has the biggest paragraph, and yet there's nothing of substance in here. So I'm not even gonna read it. But it's cool. I'm glad that there's like serious dungeons and there's like funny Hogwarts references dungeons. Like, that's fun. Watch us hate it, like how we hated Violet Hold both times.
I don't know. It's too good of a concept. I'm putting too much of my mental energy into this goof dungeon, but I'm fully ready 1 month from now to be like, it's terrible. I hate it. I'm trying to skip through the bookshelves.
Yeah, like we're going for time, so I'm not gonna read the Knoll one, but I will just say one thing about the Knoll dungeon. There's a boss called Treemouth, and if Treemouth doesn't win Sexiest NPC of the Year the next time we do this, we have committed a crime.
You heard it from Slidewhistle, not us.
Treemouth's description is withered by decay. This once proud ancient has been dubbed Treemouth by the Knolls as the rot settle onto its branches, so did it settle into its mind. It's a crazy tree with a great big mouth.
Wow, not only sexy, but kind of relatable.
Honestly, maybe, how about this? Is this crazy? Is this insane? Should I hand Treemouth a little piece of paper that says honorary for future reference, sexiest NPC of the week? Here's a little here's an IOU.
You can cash that in at any point, Treeby. It doesn't matter if we're already at the hour mark. You can sneak in for a little 5-minute pep talk.
Or, hear me out, why don't we just have a sexiest NPC of the week right now without any picture of this bitch and then go for it?
This week's sexiest NPC of the week is Treemouth, withered by decay.
Ooh, and you know, I'm just going to start it out. You know what that mouth do. And it's apparently house a tree.
You know, if the Knolls gave, this being the nickname Treemouth, like, they gotta be pretty good at two things. That is being a tree and mouth. So, like, take that as you will.
Hey, yo, tree, what that mouth do? And with that, Treemouth is our sexy.
No, I got one more. You know them Knolls rude as hell. You know they ran a massive train on my friend Treemouth, which means there are plenty of little knot holes to put your schmingus.
Do you think Pork Pie put some gifts in Treemouth's hole?
I'm about to put my gifts in Treemouth's hole.
Okay, well, Amin just said who, as if you didn't know Mr. Green's best friends who celebrated his birthday pork pie.
They're really gonna give it to him next year.
We're gonna give it to him next year, Marty. We're really gonna give it to him.
We're gonna take him to go see Treemouth, and Treemouth is gonna absolutely suck the life out of him. Through his penis, I mean. Maybe it has a drain life attack. I don't know. We don't know a lot about Treemouth.
Well, how about this? We'll leave you with this. As the rot was on its branches, it left a creature bent on nothing more than the need to feed and spread decay. To your balls.
I'm about to spread my decay all over.
You know, as I said earlier, this is the sexiest NPC that's kind of relatable because I also have a need to feed and spread my decay, so...
Yeah, honestly, Dreamouth's my homie. I think we're best friends. And now it's time for a top toot, bottom boot, medium moot of the week. Aaron, what you got for us this week?
Well, I have a very confusing time here, but I do have a top toot.
Toot, toot, toot.
So those who have listened to the show remembered long ago, almost 2 years ago, I said,
They're coming out with the Sylvanas Nendroid, the little posable figure, and I can't wait to get it.
And then because of whatever their distributor was, because of shenanigans, they canceled my order, and Blizzard canceled my order. And then I had to go and get it from some other website. But the other website said, sorry, we sent them all out. The best you can hope for is a pre-order for next time. And I'm like, you know what? This is cursed. I'm just done with this. Well, I woke up yesterday and like a dusty old letter coming from Dragonman's school, it said, your Sylvanas is coming, sir. The one that I ordered in April 2021. She is finally coming, and she will be here tomorrow. By the time you're listening to this, I might be posing my cool little Sylvanas, which is weird because it's like beginning of Shadowland Sylvanas. Like, she has all her, like, stink magic, and I was like, I don't feel comfortable making her do this. She's a nice lady now.
It's also funny that, like, a character that I feel like personally none of us really care that much about made you wait this long for it, which made you probably also kind of want it because she made you wait this long for it.
Yeah, the thing is, I just want it because I paid X amount of money twice. I had to go through Blizzard and then I had to go through this other place. And my thing is, like, I want to get it and then pose it and then take a picture and send it to Ian and be like, see, I bought the stupid thing. Now make him of characters we actually like. They made 78 million Overwatch ones. Let's make some more WoW ones. Please.
I support.
But that is my TTBBMM Slidewhistle. What is yours?
I got myself a big fat bottom boot.
Boo.
My bottom boot is a slippery slope. I believe if they continue to introduce TCG mounts as rewards through Twitch drops and whatnot, I think other long-time standing WoW things will also fall with it. Now, this sounds dramatic, but we have had the Horde and Alliance split the barriers for that have been broken down, which is mostly a good thing. That's fine. I'm not opposed to that. But as that falls down and the TCG mount card thing falls down for the first time, I think they're going to become less afraid to pull down other things that have been long-standing. It's always been like this. I don't know what that actually entails, but the feeling that I have from those first two, I don't think it's going to end up being good. Or, you know what? Maybe it will be good. But my bottom boot is how I currently feel about it. I'm a little worried. I feel like WoW it's been such a long-standing thing that I feel like as they remove the other pillars around it, I'm not saying that the mounts are a pillar, but like they're removing things that they would never dare touch before. And now they're touching those things. They're going to keep touching other things because they want to make more money. And, obviously it's a company. I'm just a little scared for the future and the uncertainty of what it brings, I think is where I'm at right now. What about you, Amin? What's your top two bottom moot, medium moot? That's kind of deep, wasn't it?
It was a little deep, but I understand where you're coming from. Is it a little bit of boomer energy, maybe? But like, I get it.
Yeah. It's. I don't know. I'm just like, somebody was there before, being like, no, we probably shouldn't do that, and they're probably not there anymore. So they're like, yeah, let's do that. So like, I guess I don't even know like what else they could like do this with, but I'm just a little afraid.
Fair enough. But I guess it'll be a medium moot. I'm not 100% sure how to feel about it yet.
Medium, maybe mood.
And it's basically the fact that all since we've last recorded, there's been like several like nerfs, unnerfs, nerfs of priest things with the talent trees, and like, so disc and holy both got nerfed. Like, holy priest was just like a straight up like 5% nerf of healing across the board, which felt bad. And then disc priest, they like nerfed it to the ground. Felt like they like changed like their big cooldown, like evangelism, from like a 1.5 minute cooldown to a 3 minute cooldown. I don't play disc, so like I didn't really care. And I honestly, maybe this is my hubris, I kind of laughed a little bit. And then that ended up getting reverted. So now just Holy Priest got nerfed 5%. And I'm like, I mean, I'm still going to play Holy Priest, but I just in general feel a little apprehensive about how Holy Priest is going to feel, like the rotation in raid and all that. It just feels, I don't know. I just feel very apprehensive about moving from Shadowlands into Dragonflight when I got very comfortable in Shadowlands, and I'm scared for the future, basically.
Have you ever tried healing as a evoker?
No, but I might.
And I think that's the big move. I think we should all just be naked dragon men.
Okay.
It'll be tough having no tank, but you know what? That's the sacrifice we have to make going into 10.0.
Are you going to use Jake Long?
I think so, yeah.
Fuck.
You have to hang out with Falathol.
Oh, I'll find the new one.
Speaking of new ones, patrons, we got one. You're going to have to wait to hear who it is. Because we have to get through these old-ass motherfuckers like Command Sergeant Major Tazurla, fourth host of the podcast to Monkey, Ahoy Vince, a.k.a. Nathanos killed himself to see Sylvanas since she won't even pick up the phone. NSYNC/Drag Race, Azarin, Mitch, who wants the pod to know that the Hunters of Uno Mas are burly boys. Crucifix, Cardicay, Saracen Hawk, 3 Duck Dorno, Gershi Squirts, a squirt. Hoax, asking Growlina to say, for the Horde. Vanderlyle, generational talent, and ever insufferable, Smurf, debased god.
Did he just add that today?
He did in fact, and then he's asked me if I could add that, and I said, yep, can do it, and he sent a heart emoji. Slidewhistle says,
fuck Craig.
Shout out to new patron, Chris.
Patron.
New patron alert.
Chris M.
And Will, a.k.a. Tyre, Trade Chat's fallen father.
Tyre got a new puppy. He's so fucking cute. Oh my god, that dog is ridiculously cute. I hate dogs, but that dog is so fucking cute. I'm so mad. I'm like, do I have puppy fever?
I hope not. I don't want a puppy.
Me neither. That's too much work.
They're very bitey.
Yeah. Aww. Anyway, if you guys want to send us an email or anything, send it to donotrelenttpod@gmail.com. You can find our Discord at donotrelent.com. Join that link. Join the discussion. We talk wrestling. We talk Wordle. We talk Pokemon. We talk Call of Duty if you guys want to. I've been playing a lot of it. You made a face. Don't make that fucking face again at me.
I'm willing to talk about Call of Duty with you, but only up to Black Ops 2. Okay. You want to talk about Michael Rooker's terrible hair in that game? I'm your man.
I want to talk about Call of Duty World of War for the Wii. That's what I really want to talk about. But what
I want to see those epic. I want to see Victor Reznov in those shitty 24 pixels on the screen graphics
Victor Reznov that's my hero. He's my hero. I love Victor Reznov. What about you guys? Where can we find you on the internet?
We've again approached that Call of Duty zone where I do not feel welcome on my own podcast, but you can find me, Alex or Immunization, on Twitter at New Era Alex. You can follow our podcast Instagram account on the gram at Do Not Relent. Yeah.
The rotten cancer of the fascist Reich ravages Europe like a plague. Their relentless drive into our motherland steals the lives of men, women, and children alike.
Oh, that's Immune doesn't even understand what you're talking about. But my hand is on my heart right now, and I'm clutching it like a fucking grandma clutching her pearls.
We will take our fight to their land, to their people, to their blood. Anyways, you can find me, Aaron the Human, in the Call of Duty zone, and on Twitter.com at TheBigAcheesy. Read this show's literary musings at DoNotRelent.LiveJournal.com, and come catch me playing games on Twitch at Twitch. Oh my God!
Come catch.
There's got to be a PC version of World at War. That's the next thing I'm doing. Let's go.
I have no fucking idea what that whole last minute and a half exchange was between you guys.
I spent 2,000 plus hours in Dota 2. I guarantee you I spent double that in Call of Duty World at War. Guarantee you. Minimum.
Are you
The
for
path
sure?
towards a glorious victory has been a journey of blood and brutality. All of it has been necessary. Just like this last 4 minutes of content.
So good. That's actually pretty impressive. You're doing a dying Russian man, but it's still pretty good.
I play, it's like I said, I was in the Call of Duty zone. I played a lot of World at War and Black Ops 1.
Yep.
Anyways, bye everyone.
Yeah, we'll catch you guys next week, and remember,
Another down! Do not relent!
Do Not Relent is a podcast within the 3HNC network, representing U.S. Proudmoore's premier podcasts.
That was a very good wish.